I think that it is important. Like it's true that not everyone can know every detail of
Mm.
every issue. And what is the best way to address LGBT? Like a parent is not necessarily going to have the tools or the knowledge to be able to do that, but at least that parent should be able to outsource it or to say, oh, well, watch this video or take
Mm.
this class and you'll get
Subhanallah.
authentic knowledge on this. I think that's very important. It's just a question of who are you taking your knowledge from and who do you take as a religious authority? Many of the people who are considered to be scholars, they're not actually scholars. They're barely students of knowledge, and they don't have, even though they are called sheikh, they're not. Where's that title coming from?
Mm.
Where is that title coming from? Who is being granted these titles and on what basis? Because some of the people who are the most prominent in terms of social media following are not actually very knowledgeable. And then you do have knowledgeable people who they have studied, they have the credentials, but they're still promoting very wrong ideas.
Mm.
They're promoting very wrong ideas. And those are the ones who are the most dangerous because they have the knowledge and they're distorting it. And honestly, the way that you can tell is that it's good to have a broad basis of who you follow. Like this is the advice that I give the average Muslim. Like, okay, you're on social media or YouTube, you're consuming this content, but don't tie your religion to one personality,
Mm.
like to one individual that you don't even know personally. You've only seen him through a YouTube video. If it's someone that you know personally, like a masjid, you'll have more of a close relationship with that person by virtue of that's the imam at the masjid and you're studying from him. But in general, have a wide variety of teachers, have a broad basis of teachers, because when you have a broad basis, then you can understand, okay, what's within the bounds of acceptability Islamically, and you'll truly benefit from that. And then when it comes to online, you can tell, like, if you are following reliable people and a variety of them, then it becomes obvious who's saying something that is really out there and is not in line with the Islamic tradition. And it's something shadh, it's something weird that he is promoting. Um, so that's my advice, like practically, because it's a chicken or egg problem. I don't have the knowledge. How do I get the knowledge, and
Mm.
how do I know who is knowledgeable to get the knowledge from if I don't have the knowledge? So
Exactly.
which comes first, chicken or the egg? So the solution to that is have a wide range of people that you are following, and then evaluate. And you're going to have a well-rounded understanding of some of these Islamic issues through that. If you are so concerned about your children and conveying the right knowledge to your children, if that's really a priority for you, then what effort are you making
Subhanallah.
to do that?
You know, I think that's very, really, really important advice. I give something similar to a few brothers recently where, again, the question was similar in that sometimes you can view some content, and my answer to whether this content was correct or not was a little bit like, sometimes there'll be someone speaking, try to take what is good and leave what is bad. But obviously that's a bit of too much of a general statement. So they were like, how do I know what is good and what is bad? So that my answer was that, if you have a broader range of knowledge, or you have a broader range of sources, which include some of the classical sources, then you can evaluate a little bit better. Rather than, I think what you get nowadays is people follow one particular personality and it's called personality as well for a reason, because you have a very personal attachment to that person. As soon as someone says anything, not negative, but even if they say that what that person is saying is incorrect in a polite way, you take it to heart. Rather than taking it personally, you should evaluate. You should check whether, we're human beings. They're human beings. At the end of the day, they're not infallible. So I think that's important.